now, an investigation is underway into what caused an Amtrak train to derail and kill 3 people. And House lawmakers are set on an infrastructure deal, why President Biden needs more Democratic buy-in for the deal to pass. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It's starting to feel like summer again as temperatures climb. Let's head to the Weather Center. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Good afternoon.
Right. Hey, good afternoon and welcome back, Mark. But we are also still, yes, looking and feeling a whole lot like summer. As you can see behind me. And in our sky cam, pretty blue sky. Not even a cloud in our sky from our sky cam as of right now. Current conditions, it's already 78 degrees outside in Madison. And it's a bit more humid as well. We can feel that humidity with dew points at 57 degrees. So actually, just understand that once we get into the afternoon, we are going to be looking at more warm temperatures rolling in for us. As we can take a look for southern Wisconsin as of right now, those upper and middle 70s are definitely dominating much of us, and 81 degrees already in Janesville. As we take a look at our dew points, many of us are feeling that humidity, especially over towards the west, with 60-degree dew points over in Boscobel, 61 for Lone Rock, and 63 into Viroqua. But Watertown is not unfamiliar with it as well, as we're looking at 59 degrees as we are going into our dew points. And for the rest of this afternoon, expected to stay warm, stay sunny, and stay very summer-like, as we're looking for a high of 81 degrees for today. It's definitely going to feel like a whole lot like summer coming up, but we'll talk more about it because we have some changes coming up in a few days, Mark, that will definitely cool things off a little bit.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Julian. Thank you. Fitchburg police say they are looking for a gunman who shot a man during an argument last night. Officers say it happened around 8 o'clock last night on Eggman Road, just off of Fish Hatchery Road. Police say a 40-year-old man was shot after an argument at a party. Investigators believe the two knew each other. The victim was hospitalized with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. No one's been arrested. Right now, an investigation is underway in Montana following a fatal Amtrak train derailment. At least 3 people were killed and dozens more injured in the accident, with some cars jumping off the tracks. This happened near the town of Joplin on an Amtrak route from Chicago to Seattle. Officials say there were routine inspections just days before this tragedy on the tracks. NTSB officials say they'll be looking at 3 things while investigating the cause of the derailment.
They'll be looking at 3 primary things. They'll be looking at the operation of the train. Was the locomotive engineer properly controlling the train? What is the condition of the track? Is there anything about the track itself that could have led to a derailment? And finally, the mechanical condition of the train. Was there anything with the train that could have led to a derailment?
One thing investigators will also look at is what led to injuries and fatalities and whether seatbelts could have prevented them. A federal judge says the man who tried to assassinate President Ronald Reagan 4 decades ago can be released unconditionally from the restrictions he's been living under next year if he remains mentally stable. John Hinckley Jr. was 25 years old when he attacked the president. Jurors found him not guilty by reason of insanity. He's now 66 and he's been living near Williamsburg, Virginia since leaving a Washington hospital 5 years ago. Hinckley's lawyers say he no longer poses a threat. A federal judge said that he'll sign off on that plan this week. The FBI continues its search for Brian Laundrie Monday in Florida, a day after going to his parents' home to collect personal items to help with DNA matching. Laundrie and his fiancée, Gabby Petito, were on a cross-country trip when she went missing, and Laundrie returned home alone. Her body was found last week. The cause of death has not been disclosed, but authorities say it was a homicide. At a memorial service in New York over the weekend, Petito's father says he wants people to be inspired by how his daughter treated others, and he offered advice to those listening.
There's a relationship that you're in that might not be the best thing for you. Leave it now.
The case has renewed a conversation about which missing person cases get media attention. The Black and Missing Foundation says nearly 40% of cases involve people of color, but they rarely make headlines. The House begins debate today on a nearly $1 trillion infrastructure package. However, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has pushed back the vote.
If somebody wants less than $3.5 trillion, tell us what you want to cut. Do you want to cut the child care? Do you want to cut paid leave? What is it you want to cut? And then let's figure it out from there.
They are in the midst of an absolutely unprecedented, very damaging spending spree on a scale that we have never seen.
That vote will take place on Thursday now. Some Democrats agree they'll likely have to cut the price tag down from $3.5 trillion in order to get it passed. And in case you missed it, it was a wild day in sports for Wisconsin yesterday. First, the Milwaukee Brewers clinched the NL Central after an 8-4 win against the Mets. They did this on the day Ryan Braun retired as part of the Brewers organization. Then, U.S. defeated Europe to take the Ryder Cup at Whistling Straits. And with 3 seconds left in the game, Green Bay's Mason Crosby hit a walk-off field goal to beat the San Francisco 49ers 30-28. Here comes the kick now. And that's the winner. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Lava is continuing to explode from a volcano in Spain, why authorities are urging residents to stay inside their homes. That's next at noon.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for overall excellence in television.
Stanton Optical is always here for you with our safe telehealth technology. You can just walk in for an eye exam whenever you need one. And your eye exam is free when you buy 2 pair of glasses for as low as $59.95. Find your nearest store at StantonOptical.com or call 1-800-STANTON.
Attention Madison and South Central Wisconsin homeowners. Tired of your outdated kitchen? Ready for a brand new look? Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Mad City Kitchens is your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Get inspired with colors like frosty white or warm wood tones with surfaces that resist stains for easy cleaning. We install in as little as 2 days, and during our Rake in the Fall savings sale, save $500 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. But call during this program and we'll double your savings. Save $1,000 on your cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 12 months and double it to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Plus, act now and get $250 in Mad City cash towards your next home improvement project. Call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
It's Steinhaffel's Buy More, Save More sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Start with 35% off store-wide. Then save up to an extra $300 on a qualifying purchase. And with Steinhaffel's special financing, you save even more. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses ready for your home. It's the Buy More, Save More sale. Only at Steinhaffel's and Steinhaffels.com.
My mom is a very outgoing, social person. She was very hesitant at first, leaving her house that she'd been in for over 40 years. She was not really sure why we needed to do this. We walked in and we were like, wow, this looks like a 5-star hotel. Now that she's here and she's around people every day and she's being social, she really enjoys her time here. When I talk to her at night, she's happy and she's not sad and lonely anymore. I feel relieved and a lot less stressed knowing she's here and knowing she's safe.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
6 months of AccuView Oasis contacts plus an eye exam. Only $125. Lowest price ever. Plus free trial lenses in store. Get the deal at Stanton Optical. Unbeatable prices without the drama.
Flights on the Spanish island of La Palma were grounded as boiling lava shoots from a volcano that started erupting last week. Daylight reveals the devastation on the Spanish island after more than a week of eruptions. Almost 7,000 people have been evacuated. Many of the island's 85,000 people are using umbrellas to protect themselves from falling ash. Authorities are urging coastal residents to stay inside as lava creeps toward the sea. They're worried toxic gas could spew into the air when molten lava hits the water. Instagram has paused efforts to develop a version of its photo sharing app for children under 13 years of age. The company's been facing scrutiny after it was revealed the social media platform knew its app could negatively impact teen girls. Instagram says it'll take this time to discuss concerns with parents, experts, policymakers, and regulators. In July, the company announced it was creating a new Instagram experience for tweens. In the new version, accounts would be managed by parents and guardians to reduce the number of people lying about their age to get on the platform. A warm start to your work week. We'll be seeing a cool down anytime soon. Julian will let us know ahead in your certified most accurate forecast next.
Updating your kitchen doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process. Just call Mad City Kitchens. Choose cabinet refacing, plus all new hardware, countertops, and a kitchen sink installed in as little as 2 days. And our customers can't get enough of the soft close doors and drawers.
We actually opted for an upgrade, and we have the soft closing doors and drawers, and I'm really excited about that.
After it gets so far, they'll shut down by themselves. The same thing with the drawers.
Call now during our Rake in the Fall savings sale. Save $500 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. But call during this program and double your savings. Save $1,000 on your cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 12 months and a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate, plus an extra $250 in Mad City cash for your next project. Call 608-298-5383.
Wouldn't it be nice to not have to deal with your messy gutters anymore? Leave that nasty chore in the rearview mirror with a new Leaf Guard gutter system. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how Leaf Guard's patented design keeps leaves and debris out so you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. And now is the best time to get Leaf Guard. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
Mad City Moving. You haven't seen moves like these before.
Car theft seems to be out of control, but what's inside the car can be an even bigger threat.
I think it's very, very dangerous.
News 3 Now investigates this growing problem. Find out what you can do to help stop it tonight at 10.
Tomorrow morning, we have a Time for Kids lesson for parents.
Chris Reese teaches you how to spot signs of stress as your kids settle back into school.
And summer-like feels could be seeing some change towards the weekend. Chris Reese will have your forecast tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial's up 151 points. The NASDAQ down 99. The S&P 500 down 8. Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today. So here are your farm numbers. Time now for weather. Julian's here now. I thought the air conditioner was done for the year, but not so fast.
Not so fast. You still might even need to close those windows now as it's going to be so warm. And the 3 things we're going to need to know is that, yes, we're looking for a warm afternoon as we're getting things rolling, but it's not just going to be this afternoon. We're looking at an abundance of sun throughout much of our week, but those mild and warm conditions are going to stick around for much of this week as well. We're only going to be starting to see some changes, or a slight chance of seeing some changes going into this weekend. But before we get there, we got to talk about today, because as of right now, our current current conditions in Madison is at 78 degrees, and we can feel a bit of that humidity. It's noticeable. It's not too harsh on us as of right now, but still, it's a noticeable with 57-degree dew points. But as we're planning out the rest of today, it's going to still look at plenty of that sunshine. It's going to be very scarce to be able to see any kind of cloud cover in our skies for today. So make sure you got your sunglasses on, and yes, make sure that you are staying cool today, because we are going to be a bit warmer than we were this weekend. Now, as we take a look at this afternoon, 81 degrees looks to be our high, mostly sunny and warm for us here in Madison. And as we take a look, this is what we're seeing for our surface map. We are looking at that warm air coming in from this front over into the west, really impacting much of the upper Midwest, but we're still going to be dried out because of this high pressure still dominating for much of the upper Midwest for us. But as we're going throughout the rest of today, again, it's going to be very scarce and very difficult to find any kind of clouds in our skies. Looking at clear skies throughout much of today, but north over towards the Dells, we could be seeing some cloud cover, but for the most part, we're going to be clearing out as we get into tonight. Cooling off as well as we go throughout the rest of tonight, and then going into our Tuesday, we're going to have a cooler start, but our temperatures are still going to be within the warmer side of things as we go throughout the rest of the day. Now, in terms of rain chances, like as I mentioned, we're going to be on the drier side for the next few days. Through Tuesday through Thursday, we're going to be looking not at much of a chance of really seeing any kind of rain, because it's still going to be hard to even see any clouds. But as we go into from Friday to Sunday for this weekend, well, that's what we're looking at, a bit of a, we might be able to see some rain chances for us. So that's something we're going to be keeping an eye on, because we do have plenty of events from Oktoberfest, from the Badgers coming back, and those who are going to Green Bay could be seeing some rain in our forecast for us. So since we're a few days ahead, may as well go ahead and get your game plan going. That's just having some of your rain gear nearby and ready to go. Definitely now is the time to think about that, you know, since it's Monday, we're thinking about the weekend anyways. So as we take a look at our 10-day forecast for the next few days, this is how things are going to be panning out for us. We're going to be looking around 81 for today, but still not much of a roller coaster, because we're staying pretty consistent in terms of that warmth. Tomorrow we're going to be on the cooler side, but Wednesday and Thursday we're still holding on to those 80s. Then as we get into the weekend, that's where we're looking at the slight chances of rain, which is looking to try to cool us down just a little bit, especially as we get into Saturday. But then on the back end of the weekend, we're still going to be looking at some 70s starting to roll in. So it's not going to be overly cool, but still going to be slightly more mild than what we've been dealing with throughout the rest of this week. And from this weekend, we're on to the cooler side of things. But now we're still going to be dealing with plenty of the warmth, so make sure that you're staying on the cooler side. It's a bit of a shock to our system since we had such cool conditions over the weekend and last week. But we're trying to end that dry streak as we get into this weekend with some chances of seeing some rain for us and a little bit of that relief, trying to push us a little bit closer to some fall-like conditions and giving us some of those 70s. But we're still just not feeling a whole lot like fall yet. But the trees are trying, at least. That's the one thing that we can say.
Yeah, they started to turn already, so summer hangs on.
Absolutely.
All right, Julian, thank you. It may be a little warm outside, but the Mr. Food Test Kitchen is cooking up a comfort food that's perfect for a fall day. Here's Howard.
No matter how many soup recipes we share with you, we always get requests for more. So now with the kids back in school and the weather starting to cool down, we're sharing a brand new soup recipe that'll keep you warm and your belly full all season long. After melting some butter in a soup pot, we saute some onion and carrot to give them a nutty flavor. Next, we add a good amount of chicken broth, along with some potatoes that we've peeled and diced. Yes, this is going to be really hearty. After this cooks for a bit and the potatoes are fork tender, we add in some canned cream-style corn, a package of frozen chopped spinach, some shredded cooked chicken, and a pinch or so of ground black pepper. Once the soup is heated through and all the flavors come together, it's ready to satisfy any appetite. I mean, who can resist a creamy soup studded with corn, spinach, potatoes, and lots of tender chicken? Not me. And don't forget to set out some bread for Duncan. That's the best part. The recipe for our hearty chicken and corn soup is waiting for you online so you can enjoy it as soon as tonight. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a super comforting way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, guys, thank you. Head of noon, Linda Bartsch from the Bruce Company is on the phone. She'll be answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. With honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship. Dedicated to being the best. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
With so many style and color options, a cabinet refacing project from Mad City Kitchens is fun, easy, and we install in as little as 2 days. Avoid a lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen in style with updated cabinets, countertops, pull-out shelving, and soft close doors and drawers. Mad City is A+ rated with the BBB, and the clock is ticking on our Rake in the Fall savings sale. Save $500 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. The last chance to call during this program to double your savings. Save $1,000 on your cabinet refacing project with interest-free financing for 12 months. And double it to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. And get $250 in Mad City cash towards your next home improvement project. Call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
You deserve 5-star quality, 5-star value, and 5-star customer service. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans. You're the reason why Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, with 2021 plans starting as low as $0 per month, with coverage for medical, hospital, and prescriptions. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. And because we're a 5-star plan, you can enroll right now. In addition to offering 5-star quality, Quartz has put together an all-star team of high-quality providers, featuring UW Health. It's no wonder that 99% of our members stay with Quartz. Switch to Quartz Medicare Advantage. Call or go online to request your free planning guide from Quartz, or enroll today.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. Now offering complete bathroom and kitchen remodeling with 0% financing. Everything you need to finish your dream project. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Linda Barch is taking your plant and garden questions at 270-9933. If you're on the line, stay there. We'll get to your calls in order. We'll start with Ann from Sauk City. Hi, Ann. What's your question? Ann, you there? Hello, Ann.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We've got some lilac bushes in the backyard that are dead and want to get rid of them. Is it best to pull them out or just saw them off?
If the lilacs are totally dead, then they will not sucker from the base. If they were still alive and just looked weak, then if you cut them off, they would perhaps throw some new growth. But if you don't see any sign of life, you can just cut them off.
There was leaves on, but no blossoms.
Oh, well, if they're leaves, then they're still alive. So then what might happen is that they might sucker back, because it works really well to do what's called renewal pruning on lilacs, is if they are in sun. Now, if it's a situation where the trees around the lilacs have grown up and now they're in shade, they're not going to flower pretty well. They're just going to produce leaves.
Okay. Let's go to Ernie in Madison. Hi, Ernie. What's your question?
Hi, we've got a problem with moles invading our yard, and I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of them. We've tried the spike traps, but that hasn't been real effective. Are there other ways to get rid of moles?
Well, the moles, those traps, if you are very religious about stomping down the main trails, so that then the first ones that emerge, that's their main highway. And if you set the trap there, then that's the path that they continuously use. All those little side ones, they're just searching for food, and they don't use those on a regular basis. So if you try to do that, then you have better luck, typically.
All right. Let's go to Kay. Hi, Kay. What's your question?
My question is for Linda. I have a hydrangeas plant that faces the east of my house, and I want to know when I can cut it back.
Well, the thing with hydrangeas, there are 3 different kinds. If it's the old-fashioned Annabelle that just gets nice big white flowers, those you can cut down very low, even to the ground, or 12 inches. But there are lots of plants that are in the paniculata family, and those have woody stems, and that you don't want to cut back hard. You just want to prune them back to reduce the size. So you really need to know which type they are, because there's a third one. There's one called that whole Macrophylla species. They're all hydrangeas, but that one you're best to leave and prune only the dead wood that doesn't start to grow in the spring. So maybe bring a sample into the Bruce Company and have them help you identify what kind of hydrangea you have, because they're flowering now. So that we could perhaps help with that.
Well, see, it didn't bloom for a couple years, and I put some lime on it, and the flowers are pink now.
Well, then it could be something like endless summer, and those you would not prune in the fall. You would just wait, because if we have a mild winter, the flower buds might actually survive, and you'll have flowers early, and then you'll have a repeat bloom with them.
Really?
If you have enough sun. They're touchy.
Okay.
They're very touchy.
Let's go to Monica in Monona. Hi, Monica. What's your question?
Yes, I planted a rhubarb plant this spring, and it's done very well. And I know you're not supposed to eat the fruit from at least 1 year and maybe even 2. But my question is, do I pull the fruit that's on there now before winter, or when do I pull the fruit?
If we're getting to the time of the year, it's so warm right now, it's hard to imagine that we're going to be moving into fall soon. But you can cut that back at this point.
Okay.
Okay, just pull it like you would normally pull it?
On the rhubarb, yes. And if you don't want to do it just yet, you could wait until we get a frost, and then for sure you can pull that off. It's sort of like hostas. You can cut them now or a little bit later when the frost has killed it back.
Perfect. Okay,
all right,
great. Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling. Let's go to Rita in Madison. Hi, Rita. What's your question?
Hi, Linda. I have 2 huge oxalis that I've taken care of and transplanted, and I want to know how I can take care of them so they make it through the winter. And you're the best.
I didn't hear what you said that you had transplanted. What kind of plant?
The shamrock oxalis plants, 2 of them. They're in big pots on my deck.
Shamrock. Yes. Well, those plants, it's best to just let them rest. You can put them down in, a cool basement, and you stop watering, and then I think it's about 2 months or so that you would let them rest, and then you can restart them, because you'll want them to be blooming for St. Patty's Day.
Right. All right. Let's go to Dean in Janesville. Hi, Dean. What's your question?
We've got some lilac bushes again, and this is the old purple variety. And some of them this year have lost all their leaves, and some of them are quite healthy and have all their leaves on. And we're wondering if there's some condition that might be affecting some of them. Some of them are closer to where there's more shade, but some of them are also right out in the open.
Yeah, the ones, hopefully the ones in the shade, they may have had more powdery mildew. That is a foliar disease that, fortunately, lilacs are very tolerant. The leaves don't look nice, and they sometimes drop early, like you're experiencing. And if the ones in the sun where the moisture doesn't sit on the leaves as much, maybe they didn't have as much of the powdery mildew, or they could be some of the newer varieties like, well, you said they were all the old-fashioned purple. So I think it's a sunshade.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Linda, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mark. Have a good day.
You too. Have a great day. Here's Julian with one final check of the forecast.
Well, our final look at the forecast heading into this afternoon, we are going to be looking at temperatures that will be warm. So make sure you're staying cool, because it still feels a whole lot like summer, even though, yes, we are into fall. 81 degrees will be our high. That is the takeaway for today. Plenty of sunshine, which is going to last for the next few days, and summer-like feels as well before the weekend.
All right. Enjoy it while you can. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.